Oh, is that our cue? Oh, hey, Alex, how are you?
It is our cue.
How are you?
Not too bad. You?
I'm not bad. I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all.
Not drunk enough.
No. Ugh. It's kind of hard when you've only had I think what maybe 6 beers in the past 6 months.
Mm,
It's kind of hard to be drunk. But then again, if I had one, I'd probably get drunk a lot quicker. I
this is
don't know.
true.
I don't know. But how are you? Everything good?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
What's new and exciting?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, there's a little bit of a we got to collect that one, scoop it up, and put it in there.
That's it.
It's been really warm, really warm, just extremely warm, and I've had the AC on. I don't know about you,
I have had the AC on. Yes,
but today though, thankfully it broke. We had a crap load of rain. I don't know. Did you have rain over there?
we did. It was pretty much raining all day until like mid afternoon, and then it stopped.
Yeah, it was pouring. It was coming down pretty brutal, and
Oh, we needed it. It hadn't rained in a while.
yeah. Well, I'm just glad because it broke the heat, the humidity,
Yep.
and it's going to be a little cooler, at least a little bit more seasonal, a little bit more bearable over the next little while, which is good because I hate humidity. I hate it.
I know.
You can't sleep.
It's not good when your fucking balls start sweating and you're not doing
No,
anything.
no. It's brutal. It's
It's an
really
awful
brutal.
sight.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what a week, man. Just this past week, two friends, wow, well, sort of friends, if you will, passed away.
Who?
Oh man. So the first is I don't know if you remember, you were at Can-Am Paracon, right? You went to that, right?
The one in Windsor?
Sarnia.
Sarnia, sorry. Yeah, I did. This was years ago. I don't even
Yeah,
remember what I
yeah.
did yesterday. But yes, I did go.
Well, you remember Shannon and Sylvia from Ghost
Yeah.
Hunters International, right?
She
Well,
passed away?
her husband,
Oh,
Jeff,
shit.
and super nice guy, and he's probably I don't know how old, maybe late 50s, maybe early 60s, perhaps.
Right.
I don't know. But he what was it? Tuesday, I think it might have been Tuesday.
Hmm.
And then the very next day, the next day or the day after, um, one half of the Booth brothers passed away. Christopher and Philip Booth. Philip, who they are known. They used to be actually musicians from the UK in
Hmm.
the 80s, and they actually started making movies, started making documentaries and movies, primarily horror movies. And Keith, our good friend Keith Age, was working with them on.
Yeah, I remember him talking about it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he passed away, and I think that was a bit of a shocker because I don't think anyone was expecting that. Jeff, I kind of think he might have been sick or he had some issues. I don't know, but yeah. Wow, what a week. It's just been insane, just crazy, and yeah. So anyways, condolences out to the families, obviously. That's just absolutely terrible to hear. And I never met Philip before, but we had him on the show. I don't know if you remember. They were
I
on
do remember. Yeah, like I don't remember all of it, but yes, I do remember having him on the
Yeah,
show.
they were on the show. God, this was man, this was like 2009, 2010-ish, somewhere on there. We had them on the show.
Wow.
Talk about Children of the Grave
Yep.
and Children of the Grave 2. Yeah, yeah. And Jeff, Jeff I did meet and actually hung around with for a little bit And yeah, it's just too bad. Just so obviously, condolences out to Shannon and the family there, and of course Christopher and their family with the passing of Philip. Yeah. So yeah, crazy, just crazy. Um, and hey, World Cup started up, so the city's insane.
Yep.
Just insane, driving, trying to get anywhere. I thank
I'm
God.
not. I'm not gonna even attempt to go downtown.
No, I don't think I'm even gonna bother, and thank God I don't have to go down there this
Yeah.
around this time of the year. So it's yeah, quite fine. I'm happy with not having to go there. But people are bitching like there's no tomorrow, you know, and our transit system isn't the best.
No.
And so this obviously doesn't make it any better.
Nope. I mean, they're trying to make the transit system better by adding new lines, but at the
Yeah.
moment, not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just and the drivers are just fucking some of these drivers, man.
The bus drivers?
No, just people driving in general. Just
Oh, drive. Okay.
where did they learn how
Yes.
to drive? Oh, where did they learn how
Oh,
to
they
drive?
had a special 2-for-1 sale a couple of years back.
Yeah.
If you got your license, you can get your buddy's license for free.
Yeah.
So that's
Cracker
where that comes
Cracker
from.
Jack box.
Yeah.
Cracker Jack box. Cracker Jack box. I'm just gonna give a quick hello to some folks in the chat there. Betty, hi, how are you? Admit, always good to see you. Michael, how are
Yep.
you?
Tom?
Ghost deterrent?
I don't know who that fucking guy
I
is.
keep seeing this ghost deterrent guy. Who's it?
I don't know. He's a lurker.
Yeah, very temporal transmission. Hey, how are you? The Watchman Tim, how are you? And of course, Ryan, what's up, buddy? Ryan and Pump, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm looking. Okay, I just want to make sure I got everybody. So yeah, we've got some. Have you been there, Michael?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it. That's no different than Italy. The drivers.
Oh, well, there you go. So he knows. He knows.
Italian drivers are fucking nuts. Those small curvy roads. How fast? My brother's a perfect example of that. Holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got some new stickers, dude. Well,
Yeah.
we haven't got them yet, but they're
We try. You have one, right?
no, I haven't got them yet.
Okay.
No, you just saw a sample of it.
Mm.
What it looks like. Looks cool though, huh?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, the regular one and the glow in the dark. So yeah, I was thinking maybe we can have like sheets of them or rolls of them and have like a special glow in the dark one and see who can get the one with glow in the dark.
Yeah. We can have a competition.
No, collectibles, man. Collectibles. They're rare to find. Yeah, they're very rare. It'd be worth a lot of money.
Yep.
No, not really. But yeah, we got some glow in the dark ones coming too. I don't know how many. Not going to be a lot of the glow in the dark ones. I think probably maybe just like 10, 15-ish, maybe. A bulk of them will just be the regular vinyl decal, which are cool in themselves. Let me just see here. Hold on. Let me see. Where the heck did it go? Downloads? What the heck? I guess I didn't download it. I thought I did. What the heck?
Download what?
The vid for it, but I guess I didn't.
I know you posted it on the Discord server.
Yeah, I did. But I thought I had it saved, but I guess I don't. Hold on, let's see here. I guess I don't. Oh well, we could always do this. Bring it up here. Ooh. And open it up. And here we go. And there you go. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Do a sticker with our demonic faces on it.
Our demonic faces. And here's the
the
glow in the
intro.
dark one. We could do that, yeah. There's the glow in the dark one. They're pretty cool. I like them. They turned out really well. So yeah, there you go. There's the new stickers. Hopefully I'll probably have them by maybe next week. Not this coming week, but the following week. Yeah, Mothman is cool. I liked it. I actually like the way that turned out, the Mothman logo. I love the t-shirt. So I'm like, fuck that. That would actually make for a good sticker too. So the stickers would be made. And for some odd reason, our merch store, the stickers are constantly out of stock.
Not to mention you don't have much choice, much
No.
option.
No. So that kind of pisses me off. I'm like, why are they constantly out of stock? So anyways, they I'm getting them, they're being produced by a separate entity, so we will be giving away the stickers, and if anybody wants to purchase them, obviously I'll definitely give you guys the info on how to get a new sticker if you want a new sticker. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. We may just give one away tonight. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, speaking of this is the last show. This is the finale for season 18.
Yeah.
Season 18. Season 18.
Season 18.
You know what? I was just watching this time. I was watching, actually, it came up as a memory. This time 5 years ago, season 12. I think it was season 12 finale. You know who was on who was on with us?
Come on, I don't remember the last day. I expect me to know 5 years ago.
Mr. Gareth Davies.
Okay. Yeah.
And Justin Del Rio were both on with us.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just before the pandemic.
No. 2020.
5 years? 2020? Yeah.
Yeah.
During the pandemic then.
It was after, yeah. Well, yeah, it was during the lockdowns. It was one of the lockdown shows.
Yeah.
One of the many lockdown shows that we did.
Yeah. It wasn't that the year that we didn't take a break at all. We went straight through.
Straight through.
Yeah.
Straight through, man. I think we did, I think in total, like 37, 38 shows.
Yeah.
I mean, we did take a little bit of a break, but we did.
But not nearly as much as we usually took.
No, because I mean, what could we do?
Yeah.
We really couldn't
to do.
There's nothing to fucking do. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Okay, hold on. Something I had, call me Shirley. I do apologize. So this is the season finale, and in a bit we'll get into some kind of, I don't know. We were looking at some stuff that was just crazy stuff that, that's been out there that quite honestly defies logic. I mean, and explanation, right? Things, I guess, kind of wonders, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, I managed to find a few things, a few oddities, I guess.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll get into those in a bit. Yeah, there's some, honestly, there's a lot of stuff that happens in this world that science just, you know, it takes a stab at it, but just it can't explain it, and hasn't been able to for years. Many of this stuff, and I think that's what makes it even more intriguing. Hey, Bud Files, how are you? Makes it even more intriguing when science is unable to give it you know, a place, if you will, an
Yeah.
explanation. And, obviously a lot of the paranormal falls under that. Hence it being paranormal. It's just unknown. We just don't have the knowledge current yet, but it doesn't mean that. And do you think, do you think possibly AI might be able to help us with explaining some of this stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Why not? Why don't
Only
you think
because the
so?
large language models that they use is basically compiling everything that's already there on the
Mhm.
internet and just formulating. I mean, it may formulate something between a mishmash of different beliefs, but I don't think it can narrow down, at least not yet, anyway. Maybe down the road when they refine it more, maybe. Right now, it'll just spit out whatever. And you could try this yourself. You ask a question, it'll give you an answer. You ask the same question again, and it'll give you a different answer. Right. So I don't have confidence that it can solve any of our paranormal mysteries anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you ask AI, you know, whatever platform you use, you ask it a basic question like, what
Yeah.
is God? Who is God? Right? And it's interesting to, the different scenarios that pop up. I mean, generally they're all pretty much on the same level, but certain aspects are slightly different. But for the most part, it's all like kind of drawing from, the human experience, really.
That's basically what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. The word artificial intelligence is a misnomer, really. It's not really an artificial intelligence. All it is that, again, this is why you need all those massive data centers.
Mhm.
It computes in obviously very fast, and a large number of data sets that we've already inputted through the internet and whatever is stored, and it just compiles that and spits out an answer, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
Yeah. Michael says, I argue with Microsoft Copilot for fun. But yeah, exactly. And I've heard this, like I haven't tried it myself, but I've heard it from multiple people where you post you pose a question rather, or even a scenario, it'll give you an answer. And if you pose it again later on, it'll give you a different answer.
yeah.
So it's not reliable, put it that way. It's not
No.
reliable yet. And it's definitely not intelligent.
Um I kind of think though still in certain aspects it can, I think, better define situations, I think.
It can,
Uh,
because, like I said, it groups things. It analyzes a bunch of different data sets,
yeah.
and it compiles what what's best suited, I guess, for the question at hand.
Mhm.
Um, but it boils down to, it's not thinking for itself. It's going based on
Yeah.
what's there, right? Um, yeah, it's a super fast research. Exactly. digester and presenter of human works. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. The reason why it may seem like it's intelligent is because of the way they made it respond. You know, it makes it seem like it's actually an intelligence because it does have that refined response as opposed to the assistants we had on our phones, for example, from 5 years ago, which was very choppy, very noticeably artificial, right? Whereas the AIs today are more human-like. They sound more realistic. They sound more human, for lack of a better term, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Hold on.
This year, some places like Pizza Hut and Starbucks getting rid of their AI systems. They don't work. Even think Pizza Hut is suing. It's It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. There's a few people out there who are saying that this AI thing is like a bubble. It's almost like the .com bubble, and at some point that bubble is going to burst. And when it does, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be hurting.
You know, it's kind of like the whole, jumping on the electric vehicle bandwagon too soon, I think, as well. You know, a lot of these companies, they were going all in, and now all of a sudden, some situations arise, and now people are kind of like backlogging a little bit and going, okay, well, wait a sec, maybe we should hold on here. And you look at like the Ontario market, which was going all in, building these battery plants and all these electric cars and vehicles and blah blah blah. And now they're like, oh, wait a sec, we need to just slow down here and rethink. And I said that because I said I don't know if they should get in, put all their eggs in one basket quite yet.
Not with the current technology of batteries, anyway.
No.
If they find, and you know what, China's really working hard on coming up with different types of battery chemistry.
Oh, they're doing a great job. They're doing
no, I know, but what I'm saying is they're researching, like they're way ahead when it comes to battery technology at the moment.
Well, you look at look at what they have to offer, and you look at the price.
Yeah, well, that is you're right about that, but it's a different topic than what I'm trying to say. The battery technology itself isn't feasible quite yet here in North America anyway, to make it worthwhile. And part of that reason is because with lithium-ion batteries, you can only do so much before you overheat the batteries.
Yeah, they're having a lot of issues with fires.
So this is why what China is doing is they're trying to come up with a battery that's not lithium ion, that's not prone to overheating. And if you can manage to do that, then you've I wouldn't say you've solved it completely, but you've taken many steps forward. In with regards to the EVs, because if you can make the batteries not overheat and also make them fast charging. And I'm talking about fast charging because some of the claims that are being made with some Chinese EVs is that you can go from like 0 to 80 in like 5 minutes. That's fast.
Yeah,
that's super fast. The problem is with traditional lithium-ion batteries, you do that too often and you run the risk of overheating and potentially causing a fire. Whereas if you come up with a different battery makeup that's not prone to overheating, then you can actually make it worthwhile for people to invest in an EV vehicle because it's not going to take you half an hour to charge your vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just trying to better the batteries and the technology. I mean, you got to think of other technologies in play now too, right? Hydrogen.
Hydrogen's one option as well. But the problem with hydrogen is extreme temperatures, like especially the extreme cold, really can put a leg on that.
Yeah, and the problem of being able to safely fill
Yes.
You know, I mean, they have enough problems with I can't believe fucking propane. You know,
There's still
I
some
was
vehicles running on propane.
well, a lot of cabs, right? Were
Yeah,
running on propane. I can't believe there weren't more problems with that.
I
Wasn't
know.
more problems with that? I'm surprised.
Before Freon, they
Mhm.
used to use propane as a coolant for the
Yeah,
ACs in the cars back in like the 60s, 50s, and 70s.
yeah,
And just to think about that, that's an extremely flammable and explosive gas.
yeah,
And you're using it as a refrigerant because it is
mm,
a cold gas, right?
yeah,
So I understand the concept, but I mean, just what we know now, just like it puzzles me.
mm, yeah, yeah. It's only a matter of time before I don't know. And then of course you're looking at green fuels as well. They're really trying hard to actually, make a lot of these fossil fuels more greener as well. And they're actually doing some really good work in that
You're talking
area
about
as well.
synthetic fuel?
Not synthetic. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're doing something with the fuels to make them more environmentally safe. I believe something. I don't know exactly what the technology is about, but
Mm.
you're seeing actually they're doing a lot of work with some of the stuff with that's coming out of Alberta, right? And I mean, if they can make that shit fucking green, oh, fuck, I'll be surprised,
Yeah.
right? I mean, and not to mention, I mean, for crying out loud, you had steam engines, you had
Coal.
engines that ran on fucking vegetable oil,
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, there's lots of technologies out there, and I mean, electric has been around a long time,
It has.
but the thing
But
is,
the modern trains are actually powered by electric motors. The
mhm,
diesel engine is the generator.
yeah,
This is why, like, when you see a train go by, even if no matter what speed, unless it's trying to go from a standstill to a move. But
mhm,
if you see a train going and it speeds up, usually the engine, typically you would think that if it's trying to speed up, the engine would rev higher, but it's not because the diesel engine on the locomotives are primarily generators.
mhm.
The drives itself are electric motors.
Yeah, it's intriguing. I mean, the technology, obviously, I mean, you look at again, you look at the going back to the electric sort of vehicles, and you look at what a lot of the vehicles that are being manufactured in China and what they
Mhm.
offer.
Yep.
Um, the technology just is
Oh,
it's just
leaps and
vastly,
bounds, leaps
yeah.
and bounds ahead.
I mean, people are looking at fucking Tesla and going, "Oh," but no.
Tesla's like compared to a Chinese EV, Tesla's is a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I think what is it? Well, my electric vehicle is faster than yours. I think that's what they're more worried about,
Yeah. Well,
you know?
some of the luxury EVs that China has produced. Now, if you look at some of the videos online about it, sure, it looks great. I don't know what the quality is truly like until you actually sit in one of them and see for yourself. You're not going to really know.
Mhm.
However, if you base it on some of the reports from multiple sources saying that these cars are not only technologically far ahead advanced than Tesla and other EV companies, but they're also built really well.
Yeah.
Like they're really good quality cars. If that's the case, then they're leaps and bounds ahead of all the other EV companies.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a few reviews of some of the vehicles, BYD in particular, and the stuff that they've put out, and people have had sort of sneak previews and test drove them and actually purchased. They got it into the country illegally, obviously, because they're not legal in the U.S.
Mhm.
Right. So, I mean, somehow this guy has been able to get the vehicles into the US. I don't know how, what driving them in from from here or Mexico or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think they are available in Mexico though. In fact,
They may be. Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it because I know damn well that some of the large manufacturers are actually working alongside with some of these Chinese EV makers, in particular,
Right.
Stellantis is working with BYD.
Yeah. So just so that people are aware,
Mm.
BYD has already been in North America for a very long time. They
Yep,
make buses as well
yep,
that
hmm
a lot of cities in North America, including the US,
yep,
use on a daily basis.
hmm
Right. So it's not like BYD is not in North America. They are in North America already,
yeah, yeah. It's they just don't want the cars.
which
You
makes no
know,
sense. It makes no
well,
sense.
it makes sense in the terms of saving face with the big North American manufacturers, and including the Japanese manufacturers,
Well, here's the
because
thing.
they can't compete.
It's
They
not
can't.
they can't compete because for so many years the quote unquote big three have lagged.
Well, it's not just the big three. It's the
Yeah.
Japanese as well. I mean, they're having troubles with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how we were when we first introduced the Japanese cars to North America, right?
Yeah.
It's
And look
now
how
the
that turned out.
I know, and now look at how Japan is with the Japanese like Honda
Yeah.
and so on and so on, and
They've
how
lagged. Listen, the problem is when you don't have solid competition,
yeah.
you tend to lax,
Oh, absolutely.
right? And you
Yeah.
don't innovate,
Yeah.
right? What competition like BYD and other EV manufacturers from China will do is it will kick these manufacturers in their asses and get their act in gear,
Yeah.
because for so many years they've given us mediocre shit. It's just like the cell phones.
Yeah.
You go from
Oh,
one year to the other, like one model year to the other. What advancements are you getting? Really?
you know what's funny? I remember just before Apple was a thing, before the iPhone was a thing.
Hmm.
And I remember looking heavily into a Japanese uh, mobile phone company, Domaco. And I was looking at what they had to offer, and I'm like, wow, these guys are so far advanced.
Yeah.
At this point, they were probably about 10 years ahead of what we were. These phones were already out as the iPhone was being introduced,
Right.
before the iPhone changed the way we looked at mobile phones, right? But the Japanese cell phones at the time were like far more advanced,
Yes, they were.
you know? And I'm like, the
Listen,
problem was, the problem
Apple
was,
didn't innovate anything.
no, I know that. I know that
Yeah.
they just whatever refined it, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, I could go out and buy one of these phones, but
Mhm.
they weren't compatible,
That's right.
which sucked.
I know.
I'm like, come on.
Well, because at the time too, we didn't have GSM really.
No.
It was only I think Fido, when
Yeah.
it wasn't before it was bought by Rogers, was the only company out of all the cellular providers in Canada. Because at the time you had, in Ontario you had Bell, you had Telus, you had Fido and ClearNet, right? But
Yeah.
Fido was the only carrier that offered GSM. All the other were TDSA or TD or whatever it was. I can't remember but it didn't have a GSM. It didn't have a chip,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
Um, and then obviously, eventually, because all of Europe was GSM,
Yep.
all of Asia was GSM. So
Yep.
eventually, North America finally woke up and said, "Okay, we better go with the global standard and go with GSM." Even
Yep.
though TDMA, thank you, Terry. Um,
Terry, what's going on,
yeah.
brother? How are you?
So it's TDMA had a longer range
Mhm.
as far as like coverage. So a cell site could reach further than GSM. The problem is it's just the rest of the world was on GSM basically. So if you wanted to be able to go overseas and roam, you couldn't if you had a TDMA. You had to have a GSM phone, which I think that's what prompted the switch over for the carriers in North America to go to GSM. Now some of them are even eSIM.
Yeah.
Better that too. But yeah, there's a couple of reasons. Obviously, I'm not stating all of them, but that's one of the primary reasons I think is that everywhere else in the world was GSM except for North America. So they finally went with the global standard.
And rightfully so. I mean, we fucking are like everything else in the in Canada. We always lag. We lag on so much of this technology. And you're like, what the fuck? Why the hell can't we be leading it? I don't get it.
It's combination of things, really.
Well, I know it's a
One
combination of things, but honestly, let's be realistic here. I don't understand why we have a lot of intelligent people.
We do, but again, it boils down to, for the longest time until recently, we were the sheep, not the herder.
No, I get that, but I mean, you look at BlackBerry.
Yeah,
I mean, prime example, and now even the security is well regarded.
We wanted a buck of beer instead. That's true. It's
so true.
I know, but you're right. BlackBerry was very innovative for its time, and they made the same mistake a lot of companies who are at the top make. Nortel being another example. Terry, they got complacent.
Yeah,
they laxed. When iPhone first came out, they didn't do anything about it.
No.
They're like, don't worry, because they still had, the majority market share in North America. So they didn't worry. They still focused on security. And I think part of the problem was BlackBerry was never really meant to be a consumer product. It became a consumer product, but it was geared towards
business,
business and government and security. That was their thing. That was always their thing. Right. But for some reason, it became popular with the consumer. And their biggest problem was they never took Apple seriously. When they came out with the first touch screen in North America, that was available for North Americans, and they're like, it's no one's gonna like touching screen instead of a physical keyboard. And for a while, they were neck and neck, but then it's like it just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
And they tried to come out with their own, touch screen phones, like the BlackBerry, what was it? Z10, the Passport, all these other models. Their BlackBerry OS, I think at the time, was far superior than both Apple's and Android.
Oh yeah.
In its capability, like the baked in features within the OS had so much, so much functionality. Whereas with Android and Apple, you had to download additional apps to have the same capability that you could do with BlackBerry 10. Had it still been around and had it been able to progress, I think it would be like the gestures. BlackBerry had gestures when they came out with the BlackBerry Z10.
Yeah.
Back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And now it's become a thing with Apple and Android in the last 5 years. Before, it was laughed at by people who were Android users and Apple users. Like, oh, gestures, what the fuck you need that for? Whatever. I need my back button or my home button. Sure.
Yep. Yeah. It's technology forever changing, and and more you look at a lot of our daily lives, and cell phone, everything from cell phones to TV to everything now is all heavily influenced by AI.
Yep.
It's just like it's an all-on onslaught right now.
I'm telling you, it's a bubble, man.
Yeah.
It's going to burst.
If it does, it does, right? If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean,
No, but I mean, a lot of people are going to lose their fucking shirts for this over this
yeah, yeah.
because there's so many people that are invested.
Well, and
Primarily,
that's
it's primarily in the U.S. because a lot of the 401ks are tied to this.
ooh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
if it is in fact a bubble, and if it does, and I'm not saying I know this for a fact. That's just what I'm gathering. If it does in fact burst, a lot of people will lose their fucking shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate. It's like the .com bubble. The same thing happened. A lot of people lost their fucking shirts.
Yeah, the .com bubble.
I mean, no one thought it was ever gonna, it's never gonna fuck. .com is the future, whatever, and it is but it did burst, and a lot of people lost fucking money.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people made a shitload of money though too.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, imagine if you went and registered Coke.com
Mm,
or Coca-Cola.com,
yeah,
Pepsi.com. You know,
I'd be rich, and
you'd be really rich because you know damn well they'd do anything to get that address
yeah.
URL. You know, so I mean, yeah, and they did. They did. It's like, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about too. Like this whole thing with the fucking the Canadian government signing this deal with Australia with the new defense system.
The defense pact is with Europe. They bought the over the horizon.
That's what I mean with Australia.
You're right. They bought their over horizon radar from Australia. Yes.
Yeah, so they're purchasing, or they already purchased about 750 acres. They want to purchase 2,000 in total. And where they want to purchase it, huh?
They purchased what? Like, what do you mean? Like acreage where?
In just in the pretty much just north of Orangeville. Northeast of Orangeville. In fact, they're asking the farmers to move. There's a few farm people that have had the farms in their families for generations, and you know the government. It's like, we'll ask you nicely, but if you're not going to give it to us, you're gonna have to leave, and they can force them out of there.
Outside of Stayner, Ontario, Terry's saying.
Well, no, it's below Stayner. It's below Stayner. It's close
near CFB Borden.
It's close to Angus, Ontario.
Anus, actually, Ontario?
Huh?
Anus?
Anus, Ontario. Hold on. Let me see. I got to pull it up again. Oh God, I had it. Where did I put it? Let me see if I can find it. I have the.
In any case, why are they buying this property or whatever?
Why? Because
I could sell them the one in Manitoba if they want.
So basically, they're saying they have to put it this low for them to be able to transmit the frequency. So, because what it does is it bounces off the ionosphere.
Ionosphere, yeah. Okay.
Right. And it basically hits and goes towards the, in and around the Arctic. Right. And then it sends the transmission back. So they're saying it has to be this low, so it would not, so the northern lights would not interfere with it.
Yeah, but you'd think, okay, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Terry, doesn't matter if they're not productive. That's their farmland.
Yeah, but if it's not productive, who cares?
No, and a couple of them are still in production. I was watching. I'm like, these farmers have had this land in their families for generations. I mean, you just don't up and say, look, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, you just don't do that.
Well,
right? It's a receiver
site. If it's in the interest of national security, I would argue against that.
Well, and people are arguing against it. I mean,
no, I'm saying I'm arguing against what you're saying.
Yeah,
because if it's for national security, considering the times we live in now,
yeah,
it's more needed than any other time. Holy fuck, I can't stop.
Yeah. Hold on.
But anyway, like I was saying, I was going to say, where we're located now, wouldn't it
Mhm.
make more sense to have that further west where the Arctic is? Or like, maybe I'm
I
not reading the map
honestly,
right.
I have to read the full report, but like I said, and I mean, you look at the Aussies, they have it like their system is right in the fucking desert,
Yeah.
right? So let me just see. I mean, and you got to think about the frequencies too. I mean, let's think. It's by they want to put it through a like environmental watershed. There's all sorts of environmental sort of aspects too that they should take into
I'm
consideration,
sure they're doing that.
right?
They have to do
Wildlife,
that.
birds, migratory
Yeah.
birds, all
But
sorts
I
of
mean,
things.
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, people were talking about how 5G was going to cause all this fucking trouble, and it's not,
Yeah,
right?
that
Because
we
people don't
know.
know what the fuck they're saying.
That we know.
Well, what do you mean? We're living
Uh,
in 5G every day.
and yeah, but we haven't with long term effects. We don't know yet. We won't know.
The amount of power that comes out of those is irrelevant. And this is the thing. Like, it's not some massive power outburst. It's literally irrelevant.
So you're saying that 5G does not affect us at all? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
How can you say that?
because it
How, ca-
hasn't.
how how do you know that?
Just like vaccines haven't.
Huh?
Just like vaccines
I'm
haven't.
not. I'm not talking about vaccines. I'm
No,
talking
but I'm
about.
saying
I'm talking about.
I'm
We're talking
saying the reason
five
why
G. We're talking about frequency here,
the
man.
reason why I bring vaccines up because it was the
Yeah.
same people who
I'm not.
talked
I'm not
about
getting into the
vaccines.
conspiracy. I'm not getting into the
But that's
conspiracy
where a
thing.
lot of this stuff comes from.
Yeah, but not 5G though. I'm not. No, no. I'm talking about the frequency aspect of this, right?
Okay.
It's ionizing radiation. Sorry,
Ionizing.
the frequencies. Regardless, we interact with these frequencies, and there is some sort of reaction. I'm
We
pretty
get
sure of it.
bombarded by microwaves every single day from
Uh,
satellites,
we
you
don't
know.
know. We simply don't know
No,
yet.
but my point is we've been bombarded with this stuff
Hmm.
for decades now.
Yeah.
Okay. If if this was going to cause excuse me, mass cancer, let's say, by now with all the satellite microwaves we were getting, we'd know.
Hmm.
And that's just not in the cards. I mean, it's not there. Yes, people get cancer. People got cancer before all of this satellites were in orbit. Right? You can't just say, oh, this person got cancer, therefore 5G or therefore satellites.
No, that's not what
You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying. What
No,
I'm
no, I
saying
know
is,
that's not what you're saying specifically, but the argument I'm trying to make is that
mm,
a lot of this information that you and I read on the internet stems from misinformation or disinformation.
no,
You
I
know what I
get
mean?
that. I get that. But that, no, I'm talking about, I'm scientifically, I'm talking about this from a science sort of base, and we know that frequencies do interact, and we
At
do
certain
interact.
frequent for certain ranges, yes, yes.
Yeah. Right. And there is a fucking reason why, like for instance, these towers, these cell towers are in a vicinity and not close to housing or anything. There's a reason for that. Just like
I've
power lines, just like
I've
power
seen
lines.
cell towers in the middle of subdivisions.
Yeah, but they have to put them in a certain area that's not, a certain range. There has to be a range, and the same with power lines, right? The power lines. The reason why there are there's a distance between them and like housing or like I'm talking about regular like residential. I'm not talking about fucking schools
No, no,
and
I know. I know.
industrial and shit like that, right?
No, no, I know. I know. I'm telling you, I have seen cell phone towers in the thick of a residential neighborhood. I've seen residential neighborhoods being built right underneath power lines.
Have you ever taken an EMF meter and taken a reading from one of those cell towers?
Oh, I'm sure you'll get a reading, no doubt.
Oh, you'll get a fucking big reading.
Okay,
Right.
but that still doesn't prove anything.
What do you mean?
The
It
point I'm
doesn't
trying to
prove
make
anything?
is you can get an EMF reading. You can
If
get it.
you're telling me if you're exposed to high levels of EMF, it
Mhm.
wouldn't affect you. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that the EMF readers we have today doesn't detect the amount that's necessary for us to have an ill effect against it.
High levels of EMF, you're telling me would not have a
It'd have to be
effect.
really high levels.
And the majority of them are high levels.
How do you know that? The EMF meters we have today don't register that high.
A tri-field meter? Sure they
I don't
do.
know. I've never used a
No,
trifield meter.
no. Tri-field meter will. Tri-field meter does go that high. And a Geiger counter will as well. Right?
Oh.
But the EMF meters, like I'm not talking about these ghost hunting fucking meters. That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, that's
I'm
just it.
talking
That's
about
the only thing I have to go with, right?
yeah. What?
I said that's the only thing I have to go with is those. I have one of those conventional EMF meters.
Yeah.
Have I lost it? Yes, I have. It's a season finale. I have to fucking lose it.
Yeah. There's a reason to get him going, getting him to go ape shit. Yeah.
Steve, it's a tradition. Yeah. That Steve tries to push my buttons towards the end of the season. Don't worry, we'll kiss and make up later.
No, but what I'm saying is, though, I mean, it's a known fact that high levels of EMF will cause certain things in humans. I mean, it's a given.
I get it, but that's you're talking about. So even with anything else, okay, like those, I'll give you an example. Just I know it's got nothing to do with EMF.
So Terry's agreeing with you. Like,
I know,
Terry,
I see that. Thanks, Terry.
Terry, you're telling me that high levels of EMF or frequencies.
Hang on. Wait, before you go there, let me finish my stuff before I lose my because I'm halfway drunk and I'm probably forget if I don't say it right now. It's an example that's not necessarily tied to this, but it's the point that I'm trying to prove here. Okay. There was a recent almost panic attack over strawberries in the States by one of the companies that controls a third of the production of strawberries, about the chemicals that they were using to clean it, that was going to cause cancer and all of this stuff. So a lot of people were up in arms, obviously, because it was spread through our favorite social media platforms. And it was later found out that the amount that was used was so minuscule, they would have absolutely no bearing on your health.
It's like aspartame,
right?
You have this myth that if you drink pop with aspartame, it's gonna eventually mummify you. But you know how many fucking cans of pop you have to fucking drink for that to actually happen? But I think what did they say, 90 cans? I think it's like
it's a ridiculous amount of cans that you have to drink on a daily basis.
Yeah, 90
but my point is this: unless you're getting your sources with EMF directly from people who have studied this stuff for years, I would take whatever you listen or you read about with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay? I have no doubt that being exposed to a tremendous amount of, energy or frequencies will have a negative impact on you. The question is, what kind of impact? Number one. Number two, how high does it have to be for that impact to even be registered? Right? The problem is,
did you say how high they have to be before it registers?
Yeah, exactly. Remember, I'm half drunk. The point is that we don't read. You and I don't read scientific journals, scientific documents.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and we get it from other people who we
hope. Let's ask him what's the point. And your point is.
Who are you asking about the point? Point of what? Point? I'll give you the pointers. But yeah, anyway, I don't think we're actually talking about any of the topics we wanted to talk.
The whole point is you want to get people in chat to chat.
Yeah, and
that's the point.
It's working.
And it's working, yeah. uh, more questions than answers. Well, that's what the paranormal is all about, right?
That's right.
More
Tell me,
questions than answers.
admit, how many answers do you have about the paranormal?
Ask quick. Hold on.
Mostly speculation and belief.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. I don't want to describe it.
Don't want to what?
Hold on. I'm gonna do
a fucking
deep
refill
research.
on my drink.
I'm gonna do deep research here.
Uh-oh. Deep fake research. I mean, deep research.
Okay, so here you go. Here you go. This I asked like a general question to ChatGPT.
That's not deep research.
No. Okay, so here you go. Can you read that?
Nope.
Can't read
Too
that?
small. Too small, and my eyes are blurry.
Hold on. Can you read that? Can anyone read
I'm
that?
sorry. Terry's comment.
Can you read that? The
small,
question
dude.
is, what is the paranormal?
Yeah.
The paranormal refers to alleged phenomena or experiences that are said to exist outside the scope of established scientific understanding or conventional explanations. Examples often described as paranormal include ghosts and hauntings, extrasensory perception, psychokinesis, cryptids, UFO-related claims, near-death experiences. Scientific perspective. Scientists generally define paranormal claims as those that cannot currently be explained by exactly, right? That's exactly. Have not been reliably demonstrated under controlled conditions, so peer reviewed. And this, it's quite simply not giving us anything that we don't know, right?
Yeah.
What is a ghost?
It's a phantom farter.
So it basically gives you, everything from the cultural to religious views, common types, reported ghosts, and again, science. It will, it tells you most likely what it is, right? Okay.
I think we scared Admit.
Why?
Just what are you doing, you loons?
Okay, hold on.
Don't worry, we'll get on topic after the break.
Yeah, give me a question here. Give me a question.
At what level is EMF dangerous?
At what level is EMF frequency
dangerous to humans?
Danger. Oh, holy crap. Extreme low frequency, power lines, wiring, appliances, typical home background. So radio frequencies, ionizing, radio frequencies, examples, medical, exposure increases cancer risks. High doses can, radiation sickness and death. Paranormal investigation. Practice rule of thumb. Readings in single digits or even tens of milligauss are generally not considered dangerous. So we're looking at X-ray, gamma rays, right? Right. So primarily from heating tissue, comes from primarily heating tissue. Low-level exposures from Wi-Fi and cell towers are typically well below established safety limits. At sufficiency high power level, RF radiation can can cause burns, cataracts, and heat-related injuries. Safety standards are designed to keep exposures far. So, but that doesn't include the possibility of some sort of defect or something happening where that particular, say, tower or whatever could start emitting
Of
higher.
course, but
Yeah.
that's the exception, not the rule.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right? That's like anything. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of industries, well, I shouldn't say a lot. Some industries have inherent risk, right? Police
Yeah.
officers being one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
And you have, obviously, unfortunately, police officers that get killed in the line of duty, but that's the exception, not the rule. The majority of them don't, right? However,
Yeah.
it's a risk, and it's something that has to be, it has to be told, or they have to say it to anybody who applies to be a police officer. Like my nephew just became a police officer. That's why I'm
Yeah.
using this as an example. But if you go on thinking that just because a couple of police officers were killed in the line of duty, that now all of a sudden your life is in danger,
Hmm.
that's fear mongering.
Yeah.
That's misinformation,
Hmm.
right? You want to, yeah, poor guy. you want to, you want to balance it. You want to make sure that you don't just listen to one side of the story. You listen to both sides of the story before you formulate your opinion.
Yeah.
It's Toronto Police, by the way, Terry.
What's that?
My nephew.
Your nephew? What?
He just became a police officer.
Oh, no way. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Poor guy.
That's why I was laughing, because you've said poor guy after I said it.
Oh, so
Even worse.
I asked the question, how do I catch a ghost? And this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
A scientific approach. The strongest evidence would be something that can be recorded objectively, can be observed by multiple people, can be repeated under controlled conditions, cannot be explained by known natural causes. Exactly. And that is exactly what you want to do when you go into an investigation. You try to explain the explainable. All right, enough of that. Okay, enough of that shit. Do not stand next to a van too live from transmitting because of the art. Yeah, of course. Wow. So and again, kind of talking about frequency there and what kind of effects that it will have on the human, brain, so on and so on. Do you think that maybe perhaps these frequencies or the high EMF or low for an extended period of time or whatever is the culprit behind people experiencing what they figure is paranormal phenomena?
It might be in some cases. I mean, everybody's different, right? So I live in a
But
situation.
but are they different though? I mean, I think it
No,
would,
well, here's what I'm trying to say is this. I live in no different situation than most people, meaning I'm bombarded with, cell phone tower signals. Like we all live under those conditions. Well, yet I haven't experienced anything.
drugs and money.
Yeah, that helps too. But I
Mm,
mean, I haven't experienced anything. So what I'm saying is, some people may be more susceptible to it than myself or yourself or someone
yeah.
else, right? And if that's the case, then what I would say is, well, yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible. I guess it depends on the individual and what kind of makeup they have, right? Like I said, some are more susceptible than others.
Mm,
I'm not one of those that are susceptible to this shit, obviously, because nothing ever happens, right? Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but very few,
yeah.
right? And that's where I guess it would have to be an extreme circumstance for me to actually experience something paranormal.
Mm. So, I wonder. It kind of makes me wonder.
About?
I'm just thinking about that time. Hold on.
Was that the goosebumps thing?
Here I'm feeling something.
Huh?
Here I'm feeling something.
What are you feeling?
Oh, I got goosebumps all over now.
Yep.
What is it?
I don't know what it is, but I just feel something.
There's somebody here.
That may have been someone
Somebody
farting that I felt.
What's that?
The goosebumps may have been attributed to someone farting behind me.
Farting behind you.
I've had no. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I've never had anything happen.
I know. I know. I'm just.
More often than not, things don't happen to me.
I think that's like a lot of people that don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the way it is with a lot of people. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I've had things happen.
Steve grabbed you again. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I feel something.
Yeah. I mean, I've had things that have happened, right? But for crying out loud, I mean, when I think about it, I just it's you explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can explain it. Hey, Chaos, how are you?
All right, let's take a break. I got a refill of my drink.
Oh, it's 10:00. Okay, we're gonna take a halfway break, and then we're gonna get into all the fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, like we haven't talked about any crazy shit already.
I don't know. Are we gonna give away a sticker or two?
I will try.
We'll try. Yeah, we might give
We are
away a
mental
sticker.
tonight. According to admit, we're mental tonight.
We're mental tonight.
We're mental every night,
We're
man.
mental every night. We're mental every night. Aren't we? Aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We are, aren't we? Huh?
We are indeed.
We are indeed. Oh man. Hold on a sec. All right, we will be right back. You're watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio here on our YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Steve, I'm Richard Palmisano, the founder of the Searcher Group, a paranormal company, the oldest in Canada. I founded it in 1979, which not only makes me old, but makes me doing paranormal research and field work for just under 45 years now. I am also an author, researcher, and lecturer on the paranormal. I've written 6 books now, and I really enjoy coming on with Steve and Alex on Nocturnal Frequency Radio, as well as listening to the shows, because there's a lot of interesting guests there. I like it, looking at this stuff, because it opens your mind to other options and other alternative thoughts. And, there's always time to learn new things. So I hope you join us and come and see Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Thank you.
So let me ask you, what makes for good radio?
My 5 favorite songs all day long.
Play it again.
No.
As many commercials as physically possible.
What? No, why would that be good?
Great music, great talk shows, no commercials.
Precisely. New Visions Radio gives you no commercials, no nonsense, just the best new music and the best talk all day long, 24/7, 365. NewVisionsRadio.com.
Hey guys, Kristen here, host of the Paranormal Girl podcast, a bingeable exploration and deep dive education about the paranormal for the skeptical believer. Some of my past season topics have included shadow people, Mandela effect, demons, and UFOs. Currently, I am tackling Bigfoot. I have been sharing this journey with my audience since early 2021, and I have learned a lot these last few years. It's truly a mysterious world out there beyond our perceptions, and reality is just not what it seems. I have also, since the start, met some awesome folks like Alex and Steve, and I've really enjoyed watching and learning from them and also joining them on their show. Their guests are always outstanding, their listeners are just the coolest, and these hosts are some of my favorite people. I recommend their show to anyone looking for an intelligent and fun conversation about the paranormal amongst friends. So join me on my investigation, join Steve and Alex on theirs, and enjoy. Now back to the show. You are watching Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
That you are. Oh my God, that you are. Admit that is Vancouver based musician, White Bat Audio, Carl Casey. Incredible artist. And that was just an offering from him. He does an amazing job. Yeah, I love his fucking music. He does a great job. He really does.
Yeah.
Okay, especially like kind of bringing you back to has all these different vibes from like the 80s and 90s, early 90s sort of vibe to him, which is pretty cool. Alex, Admit asked if we could play a video for a song that she had written. And the video, the AI artwork was done by Priority Demon at Priority Demon. And the song is called Innocence by Admit Audacity. So we'll play it. We're going to play it.
Sure.
Okay, we'll play it. I think it's pretty cool. So here, we'll play it. Just get it loaded up here. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Crawl across the floor, I follow you down. Pale skin, blood in my mouth. Now my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Now my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Now my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Now my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Slammed against the walls of a haunted house, but not by ghosts. It was you, only you, and you take my innocence. Crawl across the floor, I follow you down. Pale skin, blood in my mouth. Yeah, my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Yeah, my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Yeah, my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence. Yeah, my name's on your list. Forfeit my innocence.
Cool. Cool.
That
What
was
do
a
you
cool
think?
song, man. That was
Pretty
pretty
cool,
good song.
eh?
Yeah.
Did a pretty good job, man. That was a good job. Tony says, big, one hell of a big thumbs up from Tony. Yeah, it's amazing what you could like anything though. I think AI, you could be very creative with AI. If utilized properly, you could do some really cool shit with
Indeed.
it.
All the videos we did.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the videos that we've done. Yeah. I kind of miss Sora, but I don't.
I know. It was addictive.
So here, hold on. Let's
Let's throw up a goodie but an oldie but a goodie rather.
hold on. No, you're just gonna put the link to Admit's chat or to Admit's channel. So people can go check out the vid again if they want. There you go. Link to Admit's channel. So yeah. Okay. So what do we got? You pulled up some links and shit. What do we got here?
Indeed. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Hold on. Share screen. I gotta find out. Here we go. Here we go. Some interesting oddball facts. No, I shouldn't say facts, but
Oddball.
ancient curses that actually came true. This is interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tutankhamun, Lord Carnarvon. I hope I pronounced that right. Carnarvon died from an infected mosquito bite weeks after opening Tutankhamen's sealed Egyptian tomb. And you gotta love how AI just sort of like put his
Set
leg
up.
sideways this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Timor tomb. Soviet scientists opened Timor's tomb on June 1941. Nazi Germany invaded 3 days later. Hope Diamond. Owners of the Hope Diamond suffered suicides, murders, and bankruptcies for over 2 centuries straight. Kind of ironic considering the diamond's name is Hope. Otzi Iceman. 7 people connected to the Otzi Iceman discovery died mysteriously within 15 years afterwards.
Yeah.
Macbeth Curse. Multiple actors playing Macbeth died on stage, leading theaters to ban the play's actual name. Poltergeist deaths. Multiple Poltergeist cast members died young after filming, including 2 child actresses, tragically and unexpectedly. So that's one. The other one was the Ulfbert Sword. Oh man, I butchered that one badly. Viking swords of steel, so pure that the technology to manufacture it was not invented until 800 years later. These objects are not. These objects are not science. Are not science prefers to call them myths. What the fuck? Am I reading that right? They are in museums. Parts, out of place artifacts, while it awaits a technology that can explain them. The H blocks of Pumapunku andesite stones cut with micron precision and right angles that today we could only achieve with lasers or diamonds. The Sajama lines, a network of thousands of perfectly straight paths in Bolivia. They are 15 times larger than the Nazca lines.
Nazca,
Nazca lines, and no one knows why they were created.
I know. I'm so fascinated by the Nazca lines, man. So that would be really.
I've heard of them. I haven't really done.
Oh, they're really cool, man.
Yeah. Next one is the Gigas Codex, known as the Devil's Bible. Experts say it would have taken 30 years to write by hand without rest, but the calligraphy is uniform, as if it were done in days. That's insane. Look at the size of that book, too.
It's huge.
Yeah. The Lycurgus Cup, a Roman glass that changes color depending on the light. It is the first example of nanotechnology, gold and silver particles dating back 1,600 years. The genetic disc. The what?
I want one of those.
Yeah, no kidding. The genetic discs, a lyddite stone that shows a complete cycle of human fertilization and fetal development, invisible without modern microscopes. The Urfa Man, the oldest life-size statue in the world, 11,000 years old. It has black obsidian eyes and a polishing technique inexplicable for its era. Excuse me, I have to burp. Fuck. The Nampa figurine, a small clay doll found 90 meters deep during drilling. The layer of soil where it was found is 2 million years old.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. What, hold on. I'm gonna look at that. I'll look into that more. What was that?
Right here.
Let me just the Napa doll. Hold on. Figurine. That is intriguing. Okay, go ahead. Okay,
the next interesting here. The Baltic Sea anomaly, a strange circular shape found deep underwater, is often called one of the ocean's most mysterious formations. That is kind of interesting. The Voynich manuscript, a 600-year-old, I've heard about this one, a 600-year-old book filled with unknown writings, strange plants, and symbols no one has fully decoded. I don't know if you ever heard of the Voynich manuscript.
I have not. No.
Yeah, it's
The Vonage. Oh no, I have. Sorry, the Vonage. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Vonage
yeah.
manuscript. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they used to talk about this on Coast to Coast quite a bit.
They did, yes.
Yeah, I remember this.
The crystal
Oh, of
skull.
course,
Heard of
crystal
this?
skulls, yeah.
Once believed to be ancient and powerful, many famous crystal skulls may actually be modern creations. The Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient manuscript found in desert caves, have changed how scholars understand biblical history. The giant stone spheres, perfectly round stone balls in Costa Rica, still raise questions about who made them and why. The Longyu Caves,
Yeah,
massive underground caves in China, carved by hand with no clear record of who built them. That's insane. Look how small the people are compared to the columns.
that's AI.
Most likely. I'm sure these caves are pretty massive.
Yeah,
The Bimini Road, an underwater stone path
Bimini
near
Road. Yeah,
often linked to Atlantis, but still debated today.
yeah. This is pretty. That's a really cool story too.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Most of those I've heard of, and have looked in, but the Nampa figurine, I did not know about that. That's actually really neat. I'll
Hmm.
have to look more into that.
Yeah, I get these pop up on my Instagram feed now because I liked one, and then all of a sudden it just kept fucking coming up.
Yeah, well, that's
Shit.
that's par for the course, eh? That's the way that's the way it is. You look at something, the next thing you know, you're bombarded with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, this Napa. I'm just looking at what?
I'm just looking at a new one here that I'm just. Hold on.
Yep.
I know that's kind of written backwards, but I'll read it out. Ancient cities that outsmarted modern civilization. I'm going to send that to you and then I'll see if I can load it. Sounds interesting. Go on. You were going to say, what were you saying?
Nothing. No, I was just looking more into that Napa. Looking for something that really. Is it 2 million years old or relic, or is it just a hoax? I mean, obviously, that's a question that you have to kind of, ask. Is it a hoax?
That could very well be.
Well, and that's the thing, and I don't know, man. It seems pretty interesting, but I'd like to, because obviously the way they found it is intriguing, right? But I mean, does it lead credence into something being so far down? With how many? Hold on. Found at 300-foot level of well boring, which would appear to place its age far. But could this possibly be a sign of another intelligent civilization that might have been here long before
Yeah.
we were? I
That's
mean,
a
what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts? The possibility of
Well,
human.
I mean, you have dinosaurs that went extinct. The only reservation, if anything, that I have with that line of thinking is, I mean, we've found evidence of dinosaurs.
Mhm.
We haven't found evidence of this ancient civilization that went extinct prior to us. You know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Yeah,
That, makes
I
me
mean,
question it.
but they're finding civilizations that kind of could possibly be a gateway. I mean, you look at Gopi. What is it, Gopi Tepe? I forget what the full name of it is, but you're looking at something that is dated back to, I think they said, close to like It's either 11,000 or 13,000 years. And basically that would put us at man would be at a hunter gatherer sort of period in its existence, right? So this is pointing back to the last ice age, pretty much dissipating. There was a short ice age, and quite literally, this was pretty much in the middle of that, or even before it, and it probably whatever was left, was obviously melted and whatever. But how the architect of this city is far beyond something that hunter and gatherer sort of civilization would be able to build.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that baffles these researchers. They just don't understand. Okay, is it a fact that, well, let's face it. I mean, we really just don't know what happened all these years ago. We can only surmise, really, through evidence that we've found. A lot of it's still kind of theory, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, and who's to say that we can change the way history is? But the thing is, do they want us to? I mean, that's another question. I mean, you see it all the time with who actually discovered fucking North America, right?
Yeah. It wasn't Columbus, that's for sure.
No, but I mean, they'll say, "Oh no, well, it was Columbus."
Yeah.
But if it was Columbus, then what about the natives?
What about the Viking settlements?
Look at the Viking
Right.
settlements,
Yeah.
or look at the evidence off the California coast there of that mysterious wheel from a Chinese ship.
Yeah.
That predates fucking Columbus. So I mean,
Columbus is, I think most people, let me rephrase that. Most educated people know that Columbus is not the founder of North America.
No,
Full
I know,
stop.
I get it, but
Okay.
it's like, well, we don't want to spend all this money to rewrite history.
Right.
What?
Well,
You're not. Look, just give the facts. But we have Columbus Day. We'll call it something else.
That's in the States, but we don't have Columbus.
Well, I'm just saying.
here.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
There's a lot of issues, let's say, with the education system south of the border. Let's just leave it at that. But anyway, let's go before I get into another tirade. Let's go to this ancient cities that outsmarted modern civilization.
All right.
Mohenjo-daro, 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, perfect grid streets and underground sewage systems existed here thousands of years before modern sanitation engineering. Ancient Rome, 753 BCE to 476 BCE, gigantic aqueducts, volcanic concrete, and advanced sewer systems sustained over 1 million citizens efficiently. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Teotihuacan.
Teotihuacan or whatever, 100 BC to 550 CE. Massive pyramids and organized apartment compounds surrounded the perfectly aligned avenue of the dead. That's insane. Like, I'd love to go see some of these places.
That's why I was so great to see fucking Chichen Itza, man. I mean, that was fascinating.
I'm sure it was. Babylon, 1894 BCE to 323 BCE. Double defensive walls, engineered canals, and massive gates protected one of the history's greatest ancient megacities. Alexandria, 331 BCE. Wide geometric roads and underground Nile water reservoirs made Alexandria the Mediterranean's greatest planned city. Chang'an, 581 CE to 907 CE, perfect rectangular planning, giant avenues, and regulated districts made this Earth's largest organized ancient metropolis. Tikal, 600 BCE to 900 CE, rainwater harvesting system allowed this jungle megacity to survive brutal seasonal droughts for centuries successfully. Yeah, some fascinating shit, man.
Yeah. Hold on. Which brings me up. Let's hold on. Hold on. I'm going to bring this list up. Okay, let me just... So, yeah, okay. Hold on. Wow. So, quite literally... So, Galopi Tepe, the one I told you about,
Yeah.
it dates roughly to 9060 BCE, right? It's widely recognized as the world's oldest known monolithic site built by hunter-gatherers. The ruins feature massive T-shaped limestone pillars carved with animal reliefs. It challenges the idea that civilization and agriculture had to predate monumental agriculture. So basically, it was basically reveal humanity's transition from nomadic survival to complex permanent civilizations. So the hunter-gatherer sort of aspects to the first dense urban civilizations. So I mean, something so quick. I mean, what? Think about it, Alex. What would cause people to all of a sudden go from one extreme to the next? I mean, what would cause, or what would actually awaken them to start building these cities, in a matter of years?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Right?
Hey, Rochelle.
Hey, Rochelle, how are you?
Yeah. This is the thing. I mean, this is what's fascinating about, all these ancient civilizations. What prompted them to build things like the pyramids, like the most common, of all of it? What prompted them to build the pyramids? To what end? I mean, I know they're supposed to be tombs, but why so elaborate? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. We don't know the reasoning behind why they did what they did. There had to have been a reason. We probably don't know it. Well, obviously we don't know it.
Well, I get it, but I mean, Egypt, like the pyramids came after, and I mean, several years of kind of like, okay, we're masters of building this shit now. Let's do it, sort of. And again, that in itself, how they built these things is another feat in itself.
Right.
Right. And the amazing aspect that they've survived this many years.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, but for the most part, the conditions that they had to survive in, like the pyramids, it's amazing that they're able to, survive as long as they have.
Yeah.
We couldn't. I don't think we could build anything now solid enough to equal that. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Exactly.
know,
Well, I mean, I was just reading like not too long ago, like just slightly off topic, but kind of in the same line of thinking. Like Roman concrete,
Mm,
how it's survived all these hundreds and a couple of thousands of years, really.
mhm.
And like today's concrete lasts what, maybe 50 years
If you're
before it
lucky, yeah.
crumbles.
If
And then
you're
you have
lucky.
like, the concrete by the Romans that lasted this long. Like, I mean, come on.
I mean, you look at houses that were built like 150 years ago, as opposed to the houses built now. Even that, some of these houses have lasted, hundreds of years, a couple hundred years or whatever. And these houses that they build now, you're lucky that if you don't fucking change the roof on them,
Right.
you know,
Every year.
every 11 to 15 years or whatever it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
it's funny because a lot of the newer builds, like the houses that are being built now, are not using real wood for the
No.
cross beams. They're using composite wood.
Composite wood. They're using young wood. I mean, right there, it's fucking it's garbage. It's garbage wood. It's cheap, right?
I don't know. It's like the automotive industry, right? I mean, there is a misconception with cars that today's cars don't last as long. They do. The problem is that some of the components that make those cars, like the engine itself, can last a long time.
You know what? It depends on if the person takes care of it or not.
No, I agree. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, like, the engine itself, more often than not, is not the issue. It's the surrounding components, the electrical components that typically fail,
Yeah.
like the sensors, the regulators, and all of that kind of stuff. Like the engine itself, like I'll give you a good example. My previous car, the Focus, piece of shit. Transmission was a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
The engine itself was immaculate.
Yeah.
Never gave me any issues, right? Transmission, different story, right? And that's also because the engine was a Mazda. It's a Mazda engine. Even the car I have right now, the 2-liter 4-cylinder and Ford has is a Mazda engine, right? So the engine itself was fine. It was great, beautiful. Never gave me issues. Everything else gave me issues. The transmission gave me issues. The electronics gave me issues. Engine itself was flawless. I had it, I had it for 12 years. I put over 280,000 kilometers on it. Not a single issue with the engine.
Mhm.
Right. So it's one of those things like even with houses today, they're built with cheaper stuff. However, I mean, at the end of the day, we're not really going to know how long they're going to last until we wait it out, unfortunately. Right.
Well, apparently, you can wait it all you want, but what'll beat it in the longevity is a fucking Big Mac meal.
Yeah.
You can let that thing sit for fucking ages and it won't change.
Rochelle can't dress herself, apparently. Rochelle, what have you been doing? What have you been drinking? Have you been drinking the same stuff I have? Because I'm fucking half in the bag right now.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, fuck, that's a lot.
All right, you're my kind of girl.
So, okay, so this is the last show.
Yep.
Season 18.
Yep.
Next
There'll be
season.
bonus shows during the summer.
Huh?
There'll be bonus shows during the summer.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe we'll actually take a break.
We'll actually take a break. But we want to like kind of get some like really good guests. So I think I want to get some guests on here that
haven't been on before.
Well, not necessarily that haven't been on before, but I think critically thinking, man. I mean, I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired. Tired of paranormal drama bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm tired of
Yep.
debunking drama.
Yep.
I'm tired of it all. I'm just tired of it. I'm just fucking tired of it. I'm tired of the shit. And because I'm not in the paranormal. I haven't been in the paranormal to want to deal with that kind of shit anyways. I do my thing and that's it. I mean, and any serious person with the paranormal, that's the way it is. You know?
Michelle wants to know if she can come up. You can come up when our new season starts. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely. I know that we will have. Yeah, Carl will probably be on in the new season. Carl will probably be on. We'll probably have Carl on for a full show. I mean, Carl was on before, but it was I think he was what, half an hour he was on.
Yeah.
But he'll be on for a full show. We'll get Carl on for sure. And then maybe we'll have Beardo. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'm tired of it. You know what? I really, really seriously want to, I guess discuss the paranormal seriously. Enough
Yeah,
of the bullshit.
and I think we need to expand on just from like not just talk about the paranormal, but talk about like everything else that's like on that same. I mean, it can be classified as, I guess, paranormal technically because it's above normal. But anyway,
Above normal.
we did this in the past. We had, I can't remember the guy's name, but we had that gentleman from BC that talked about
Kingston.
Sorry,
Kingston. You talking about Kingston?
No. That wasn't his name.
What the hell?
But we had him on to talk about the metaphysical. I can't remember his name now.
Fuck, we've had a lot of people on talking about the metaphysical.
Yeah, but this guy was
one of them. I think passed away actually. Christopher, what was his name? Oh, one of the first guys that we had on to talk about the metaphysical and 0 point energy. Christopher, he was a University of Toronto teacher who was actually they canned him because of him teaching his students all about this, and they didn't want that in the curriculum at all. He defied them. Ooh.
I'll discuss anything you want. Wow. You might regret that, Rochelle.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would like to bring people who seriously study and maybe experiment with these sort of areas of research, if you will. And research, this is what I mean. Research I think is one of the most important things with the paranormal and everything that's associated with it, not just the paranormal, but whatever. I'm tired of all the noise and there's a lot of it.
It'd be nice to have people that actually come on who have dabbled in. I know saying dabbled in the occult is a broad term, right? But like someone who's actually taken the time to say, hey, you know what? I want to see if this sort of witchcraft works or the spell casting works, and I've actually gone out and performed certain ceremonies and rituals to see if it actually works. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd be curious to know if there's actually people out there who do that kind of stuff for research purposes, not necessarily because they believe it, but they want to see if there's any sort of weight to it.
Yep.
That'd be kind of interesting to have people on like that.
Mm-hmm. We always swing big with guests, well-known guests. And I'm sure we'll have a couple well-known guests on. But I mean, people that like we've always tried to bring people on that are kind of outside that realm where people are like, wow, not this guy again. This guy's full of shit. Or what the hell is she talking about? Look, like Linda Moulton Howe.
No, yeah.
Oh man. Tony, you kick ass. You take care, buddy.
Take care, Tony.
Take care, Tony. Have a good night. But we're gonna do some. I to have somebody talk about this Napa fucking figurine. I think that's cool. That'd be cool.
Napa? What?
Fuck, you already forget about it.
Told you, I'm half in the bag already, dude.
Hold on a sec.
I'm gonna be worried. Should I be worried
about?
I don't know. Whatever you're about to bring up.
No. Why? Remember that? Holy fuck! Tell me you remember.
Oh yeah. Fuck. This is how fucking This is how fucking tired I'm in the bag. Man.
I hear you, buddy. I'm the same way. I'm pretty fucking tired too.
Yeah.
We might have to start doing this from the geriatric ward.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Fuck.
We might have to start doing this at 12 in the afternoon.
Yeah. A late show at noon.
Oh, but one other thing too, I'm seriously going to look into is doing a live on location show too.
Yes.
The spiral staircase in Hamilton, I'd love to do one from there.
Yeah,
that would be it's a cool place, man. It's a cool place. Really, really cool place. So that's something I'd like to do too, more often. We keep saying it, but I think we need to do it because I think we both enjoyed doing it when we did it the few times.
Yeah,
live on locations, right? So
no, it was. I mean, it was an experience. The first time we did it, especially, was a very unique experience. Having people come up to us after and asking us for our autograph was like trippy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And to top it all off, was one of the guys was from India. And he came up to us saying that he listens to us and he wanted our autograph, which was like weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's very interesting to do a live on location, especially if you have an audience, a live audience.
Yeah. And yeah, you know what? Obviously more content for the subscribe or for the people who join the membership. Again, that
content.
Huh?
There won't be any nude content.
No, fuck no.
You don't want to see that.
Nude on location.
Yeah, nude on location.
No, sorry.
Look, that's the Hell's Bells.
Oh man. So some cool locations. I want to go back to oh my god, what's the name of that place? Cricks Hollow. That's a really cool place. The Darnley Mill. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. This place is fucking cool, dude. Hold on. What's left of it? It's really cool. I'll show you guys before we go here. It's cool, eh?
Yeah.
Hold on. This was a mill that runs along in there's a creek. But the problem with getting in there, that's just down the road. That's just looking at it. I don't know what that is. Anyhow, yeah, it's a pretty cool place, and it's tough to get in to get some real good pictures and shit because people that live across the street
Yeah.
are very nosy.
Mm.
And if they hear something, they're right out within seconds. I mean, we were there a few times to do do a little bit of audio work, and oh yeah, they're quick to call the conservation authorities.
Good night, Rochelle.
Good night, Rochelle. Take care. Good seeing you. You know, it's just I don't know. It is a really cool location, Michael. It's really cool. So, a powdered toast, man.
Ren and Stimpy reference.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it. Season 18 in the bag.
Yep.
We're back in September.
Yep.
Season 19. Again, I will probably pop in here and do the morning haze or the afternoon hazes here and there or whatever, and who knows, we might do some bonus shows, whatever, until September, and content. I'm sure we'll get content up there and so on and so on. And again, we're getting closer to being able to pay for StreamYard for the rest of the season, for the whole season next year. So we're about halfway, halfway to be able to do that. So that too as well. And keep your eyes open for guest announcements, shows announcements, blah 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 blah. Well, I'm sure I'll be active here, and Alex will, pop in from time to time as well. So
Time to time, yeah.
yeah. Until next season, guys. Thank you all. It's it's hard to believe. 19.
I know.
Go. What do you want to go to 20 and call it quits, or go to 19, call it quits? What do you think?
20 is a good number.
20. We'll
20 is
call
a
it
good
quits.
number.
We'll retire at 20.
Yep. I think we'll retire at 20.
We'll retire at 20 if we make it to 20.
Yeah, if we make it to 20. Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a good evening, and thank you again for all the support and so on and so on. And we'll see you soon. Okay. Take care, guys.
Have a good night.
Now, stay strange. Always stay strange. Later.